Bantamweight bout here. Damon Blackshear coming in at plus 125 against Luan Lacerda, who's coming in at minus 125. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 185 for the over, plus 185 for the under. Damon Blackshear coming in 3-1-1 in his last 5. Luan Lacerda lost his last fight out against Cody Stamen in his debut. That was in January. He lost that one by unanimous decision. And he looked pretty good, I got to say. I mean, Cody Stamen's not an easy debut by any means. I mean, he's been up at the top of the division for a while. And then it bounced or floated around the top 15 as of recently. So he's been fighting the top guys for most of his career. And Luan Lacerda coming in at the debut stood with him pretty well. Like, he used his kicks very well against the shorter guy in Cody Stamen. But Damon Blackshear is a big 135er. I mean, 5'10", 72-inch reach, which is actually 1 inch shorter than Luan Lacerda, because Luan Lacerda is lengthy as well. But Damon Blackshear is strong, man. I mean, his last fight against Javid Basharat, Farid Basharat, my bad, who seems like he's going to be a real problem. He's one of the Basharat brothers, and it was Farid's debut, and Farid looked super good, but Blackshear looked super good as well, because Blackshear, he just looked really awkward on the feet, and he was facing a lot of problems, or forcing a lot of problems onto Farid Basharat, and in the grappling exchanges, he looked really strong. I think that's where he's going to thrive. That's where he's gotten a lot of his finishes were by submission. And he can do it in a bunch of different rounds as well. So in this one, I would expect him to go for the takedowns. If you're Luan Lacerda, though, he's got some good BJJ as well. I mean, the guy's got a ton of subs. He's got, 10 subs on his record?
Yep.
So if it does go to the ground, somebody's probably getting finished. What do you think? Like, this one's priced near to a pick 'em. I would probably lean Blackshear just for the experience, because he's had a couple of tough fights. Like, Yusuf Zalal was a draw, but I think he won the first 2 rounds, and then he got 10-8'd in the third, so that's why it was a draw. What do you think?
Yeah, at plus money, man, I kind of like Blackshear here. I feel like he was like a plus 400, plus 450 dog against Farid.
Yeah.
And he went in there and he made that fight pretty damn close. He even landed a takedown on Farid on the ground. He showed that, he's pretty damn good on the ground. And even on the feet, like Farid Basharat, those guys are known for, that kickboxing and being super slick on the ground and on the feet. But Damon was catching him a few times and hitting him pretty hard, kind of backing Farid up. Luan Lacerda against Cody Stamen landed a takedown of his own, which is impressive because Cody Stamen's a pretty damn good wrestler, and he's short and he's stocky and he's hard to take down. But on the feet, like you said, his kicks looked really, really good in that fight. But it could be a problem because that's like the only strike he throws is a kick. Like, he didn't throw the hands many times. He kind of fell in love with the leg and body kick and tried to bring it upstairs. And against Blackshear, who's so big, man, I could see him catching one and just dragging him down and just overpowering him. On the feet, too, you watch Luan, he stands super straight up and down with that, almost like Muay Thai style with his chin up, straight up. And, Blackshear was finding the chin of Farid. I have a feeling he could do it against Luan and he could catch him. So overall, I think Blackshear is more athletic here, stronger on the ground. It could be a toss-up. Both these guys are slick. We might see some high-level grappling here. But from the striking department, if Blackshear can just stay away from the calf kicks and the body kicks, I think he's going to be able to find shots upstairs, and it might look better to the judges here. Plus money, plus 125. I'm going to take a chance on Damon Blackshear.
Yeah, I was super impressed with Blackshear's performance last time out, but I don't want that to cloud my judgment as far as how high level I'm placing him, because Luan is super solid on the ground, and that's where Blackshear thrives. That's probably where he wants to get the fight. But he was putting Farid in some tough spots, which was Farid's a good grappler too. He damn near had a triangle locked up at the buzzer in round 3. That was the round he won. I'm 10 more seconds, that might have been it. He might have actually pulled off the buzzer beater. But yeah, I mean his losses, Fareed, Danny Sabatello, Pat Sabatini, Chris Patino lost to Chris Patino, Keith Richardson. So I mean, 3 out of the 5 are some solid fighters. So a little bit more experience, I would say, for Blackshear. I think it's probably properly priced near a pick'em, but I'll lean Blackshear as well.
I could see this one ending inside the distance too, honestly.
Yeah,
I look at that, like you mentioned, like 10 more seconds, he could beat Fareed there with that triangle. And if he has 20, 30 seconds, he might work that arm into some kind of arm bar or get some kind of finish there too. So both guys dangerous though. Should be fun to watch. Should be high level on the ground.
yeah, I'm interested to see who comes out on top because, like I said, it's probably properly priced.